Hello. Aelroy again from Retro Games Couple. This time is a not so retro game, but inspired and remade. Well, actually, not inspired, remade from a retro game. I finally got my hands on Myst, the new and improved version.
What is it like? The fourth remake?
I have no idea.
After the Myst, the Myst 3D, the real Myst?
It's Unreal Engine,
It's the Unreal Myst.
and it's gonna be amazing. And okay, so this is a version that actually works with VR as well. So you just start like this in the black screen. Doesn't matter anyway though. It can use controller, it can use whatever. Right now I'm working with my graphic pen. So because I want fluidity in my camera, and with my mouse I cannot have that because my mouse is not the usual mouse. It's a side roller mouse. It's weird. Works though. So, without further ado, I will begin with Myst. First, seeing the options, epic visuals for me. In the interface, you can see a lot of stuff. Dialogue subtitles, which is nice. Because in the original Myst, I don't think I saw any subtitles, or I didn't put on any subtitles, and it was really hard to hear what everyone was saying. I think that was the idea, though, because of the statics. The sound context, color context, I don't need those. Classic video mode is enabling and replacing all updated character videos with classic FMV style videos from the original. I love this touch. They have you can put all the original stuff from Myst and integrate them into this new game. I love this. I don't know if I want it right now because I saw the original Myst, so yeah, I'm not so sure. Show tutorials. I don't think I need tutorials after I played the original. Smart case of visibility, very nice. Hiding the cursor when we're active, very nice. Adjusting the brightness, we did that. Anything else? The mouse cursor, yeah, you can have the hand cursor, which is nice. It's like the original one. Travel on ladders and vehicle transitions, I don't want to hide them, because for now at least. The cursor scale, yeah. Audio, yeah, I have lowered the master volume a bit. Everything is on epic because I want the epic visuals, with ray tracing on, of course, because I love it. Ever since I was able on my computer to have ray tracing, I always opt to do that. And I think I am ready to start. Controller diagram, I don't think I need this. Yes. And let's start. Oh, there's also a notebook. Oh, nice. So, starting the new game. There is a puzzle randomizations for this new game. Select your puzzle solution preference. So, if you're new to Myst, we recommend the classic Myst because standard, those are very standard puzzles you've done before, puzzles that are as intended. So if you played Myst before and you want something more challenging, you do the randomized version, which is really nice. Many new games and many new adventure games have this. They have a certain type of puzzle, but they randomize the answers. It's quite nice and challenging. That means that there is no standard walkthrough sheet that you can get and actually pass anything without a challenge. But because I remember nothing of uh, those puzzles, I will go to the classic Myst. I don't think randomize. No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it will save me or anything. But yeah. Oh, oh. What? Already? I can move the camera already. What's...
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Oh, snap. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. So this is the island of Myst. Let's see. Here we are. Oh, damn. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, look at the water. Water graphics always amaze me. This looks so much. This is unreal. Damn. Let's explore a little bit. Footsteps. This is like a walking simulation. Oh, I remember this. I don't remember you, though. A grave. Is this... Everything looks in place. Oh. Hello. So, just like the original Myst, each of those constructions is a gateway to a world. Or at least, that's how it looks like. The whole idea of Myst is a central world from which you can travel around. If I remember correctly, the people living here are creators of worlds, or something like that. There are books here and books here. In the old game, you could select any book and see that it was burned and charred. Now you cannot select it. You cannot select them. You can only select those that are saved. I will check on those later. Let's first see here. A page and a book.
You must help me. Bring me a red page. I can't see. Need a red page. You must. Please bring it. Beg of you, bring page. Help me. I, Sirius. Given up long ago. There's one thing I know to be rescued. You must.
All right. The red book is a gateway to another dimension where someone named Sirius is. And here is another book.
Sirius. Stop. Will. A seal? Him is Achenar. Help me. Bring me pages. Forever and ever. Pages. Have the blue pages. To me.
So this is a book containing a person named Achenar. Here's a map. Apparently the map shows, yeah, this is a map of the island. A fireplace. This is the model of a ship. How do I... If I open those, do I operate it? I don't remember what those do. Oh! Oh! I can see them on the map. Oh, those are signal posts. I could not remember that. Cool, cool, cool. Maybe I shall read the pages first. Read the books and the pages here. And see what world I can get in. I mean, Channelwood here is the first one. So maybe I'll start with that. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it's still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except a small rocky island. Elsewhere there are only trees, which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin woods and passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late. I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them. They did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, sadly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautiful clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water, and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower pass up to the village level, approximately halfway up to the grand trees. It's very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had been from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader. At least he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic and colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human, at least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that would not hold his head up to look at me. But what a surprise, this creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning. Seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what was told. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly, some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. But one day, things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I'm especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own, yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there, and the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes, walked out the door, and off the narrow path, high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest drop ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body. He had fallen onto a level walkway and carried away. He was laying down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning I awoke, finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's events. The water is a dull green, for as far as I can see now. For some reason the water is no longer its color. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside my doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn the language soon so that I may learn more from them. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of the language. I have decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, hopefully return with them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Sirius and Achenar will react to its curious inhabitants. Catherine is staying behind, as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on Osmoian Age. Sirius has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay, though the idea unsettles me. I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so will consent to the request. I want the boys not to take advantage of the respect of tree dwellers I have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Evertunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to being menaced by the Coctic. I fear for the survival and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Sirius and Achenar here. See Evertunes Journal for more information. After watching Sirius and Achenar, I see they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again. And for a little longer time. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but are happy that Sirius and Achenar are staying behind again. I've been gone for over 3 days, and I've been to many different places. I had to tell Sirius and Achenar about Pran's death today. They were visibly shaken, although they only remember her from their childhood, Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Sirius and Achenar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and I am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see now that the inks have changed from the black I thought they were to various different colors. I have shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over that request. I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit the Age again. And here is a future bridge. I think this is in Channelwood, and how it's working, and one of the huts. I see. The Stormship Myst was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Myst lived. He enjoyed his life. Myst would occasionally swim to nearby rocks as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Myst. Myst named this new person Branch. Myst and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Myst showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Myst to find out what to call the new boy. Myst said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all 3 of the boys swam and enjoyed the perfect world. At least that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Myst, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the 3 boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make surprising change in the world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to, and I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoying it anyway, and with that, I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observation, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. And here is the submersible lamp, okay? The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of I have made note of and named a number of constellations that passed above me. Also, during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavy rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light toward the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I return with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished and now we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning I woke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilled blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat, where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I felt pleased to leave these aids. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. I think Stoneship Age, the bird's eye view. So this is the rock. This is the ship that was broken in half. This is the lighthouse. So, oh. Okay, I think of these aids as a gift to myself that I would wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stoneship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults. There are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. And here we have constellations. The anchor, the eye, the snake, the spider, the cross, the arrow, the heron, and the leaf. Stoneship Age seems to be way before Channelwood. He's not talking about Catherine or the boys, or his sons. Those are other boys, and he's talking about the art and how he began doing things he was really surprised to be doing. So probably the first world he created. And then it's the Selenitic Age of Myst. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly, I think. For some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how would I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with few scattered forest. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky sparkles with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north. Hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red, long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings of the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a mist-linking book with me when I return, in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land that only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind I remember has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, here is Catherine, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with the low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack, and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Okay, collect heat. Here is the radiant chasm. Okay, even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that has been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should live again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check Sirius and Achenar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials, however. It seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today on the breathe. But I have decided to. Everything is faded. 3 meters is not enough support for the beams. Beams? Amazingly strong. And oh, prized inventions. Could never have imagined it come together. I doubt. Could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. Completely fatigued. I'm so happy to have completed. And then tomorrow. I'm leaving today in order to bring back Sirius and Achenar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The edge seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of the construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age, to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries to take pride in my accomplishments. So yeah, so those mysteriously vanished. Alright, here is some keys. This is a piano puzzle. A map of the area. Alright. And this was the Selenitic Age. What about mechanical? So, in this age, he already is with Catherine and the boys, and he has already left them in Channelwood. So this is after Channelwood. Before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky here is dark and grey, and incessantly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in this strange world, and I have learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of this world's history. Years ago, he told me there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of traveling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumors of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day, the usually sunny sky became as dark as night. Black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout post attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. The ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sank deep in the ocean, and only the lookout post remained. The black ships sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden the mana and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He also said that it was rumored that 10 years from the attack, the enemy would return to finish the destruction they had started so long ago. I have decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop the enemy's plan of destruction. I am excited about the adventure, that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defense for these people. I met the remaining survivors today, and I have begun work on the plan of protection. After a short absence, I have returned to this age with my two sons. They have, as of yet, traveled rarely with me. They are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since the Everdunes, and it is already obvious to me that they will be a great help this time, instead of the nuisance they have been in the past. All three of us, along with four of the healthiest survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for a fortress. So this is after Channelwood and then the Everdunes. Maybe. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island, where most of my materials are stored. I am very pleased with their intelligence and their creativity. It's refreshing to see as they work on some small projects of their own. It's been over 4 months now, and construction is going well. My sons love the world except for its grey sky. They detest the grey sky and tell me many times they wish the sky here were like the blue sky in Myst. The old man I first talked to tells me that the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. It has been 6 months of work, and we finally finished the fortress. It rests between the three hills, which are now only islands due to a rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I have designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of technology called holography. I began experimenting with on my visit to Aspermere. It will be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide sufficient protection for all of us. And this is the fortress, I guess. Mechanical Age. The black ships have come. Their attack was substantial. Their weapons have been stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. That's the insignia. Okay. Last night we had a small celebration, and the old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that a blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I have had a healthy adventure and have begun work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe. I have begun, but first I will have an extended time with Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the tide. I believe in my travels I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. I hope to return to Mechanical Age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I am confident the people here feel heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. So in this age, okay, so we have two more books. So we have the Everjune that I haven't read it yet, and we have the other age here mentioned. Probably all those different ages the writer is referencing are in these short books, and apparently he writes books, and the books come to life as different universes. Quite a fun fiction writer. And this last one, this is just shows the fireplace. It opens up, and I guess these are sequences, if I remember correctly. One of those, these are so many pages. I don't remember how many they are. How many are there? I have no idea. It goes on forever. Alright, so this is just a journal of secrets. Nothing else. And not another book. Oh my god, that was some interesting read right there. So apparently, most probably, we are someone of the same. We are one of the people that this writer comes from, and I guess that's why we can use the books, like the Book of Myst. So here we can apparently open all those, operate those devices here. I will operate all of them, and as we operate them, apparently we can see them on the map. And if we see them on the map, I think we can move that certain, what was it, the dial, and probably that moves a tower of some sort, if I remember. So which world should I visit first? Maybe Channelwood, maybe another one, I don't know. And how can they, I mean, humans that can create worlds, apparently, yeah, they could be revered as gods. But I guess this guy was humble enough to not do it. Oh, a tree. So I guess this is for Channelwood. This is for something else, maybe the one with the sounds? No idea. And that one? Again, no idea. This thing, however, I know that is for the ship. And that one with the gears here is the mechanical one. That much can be sure. Alright. So I guess Channelwood is gonna be first. I mean, it's where the boys, Achenar and Sirius, are mentioned most. And they lived a long life there. The bridge and everything. Okay, so I think that in order to go into that world, oh yeah, here is everything. Oh, come on. Oh, it became red. Okay. Here I can move this. Closes the door. It opens up this passageway. Oh my god, look at the texture. It's quite a silent game, all in all. So a key, 7, 2, 4. What is that supposed to mean? There it is, the tree. 7, 2, 4. Oh, I can run. 7, 2. Oh yeah, I need to open the door first. Yeah, here. I like how everything is with those nice paintings. Oh, so maybe 7 to 4 is for this one. Seven, 2, come on. 4. Oh, what? Ignite? Okay, it doesn't work. PSI. Pressure, right? And what is that? The tree. Oh. Oh, I have to really run. It moves the tree. And I have to really run with that. Oh, I can lower it with this. Oh, I see. It's gonna keep being up. I see there is something missing here. Yeah, this is not moving anymore. And the ignition doesn't mean much anymore. So I need to try and lower it and be really quick about it. All right. Yes. It's getting really dark. Oh. Okay, this looks pretty. This looks actually really nice. Let me put this thing on. Headphones are losing power. Of course, I need to plug them. Come on. Come on, work with me. Alright. Where were we? Water. Trees. I guess this is how the world would pretty much look like. And here is a book. It's the Book of Channelwood. So that's the... He's writing worlds, but... So weird. Love it. And here we are. Breathtaking. So, water has risen. Waterways. Uh-huh. Let's explore. A watermill. Okay, this is supposed to stop the water flow. Oh, I hear water. Okay, the water goes here now. There are a few puzzles missing. I think they removed them for good reason. Or at least I think so. Okay, this does not work now. Okay. I'll change the water. The water is here now. And going here. And from here, it's going here. And from here, oh my god, it's going here. An elevator. Is it working? Oh, it's working! How? Okay. It's working. I had to do a lot of things to make it work before. Okay, so these are the huts that were drawn in the Channelwood journal. I am sure I'm gonna get lost here. Not that I complain. I like getting lost in worlds. Damn. This looks pretty. Okay, nothing here. A house here. There's no one around though. What happened to the people? The tree dwellers, what happened to them? Nothing here. I'm sure this is all just to make you be lost, you know. The sounds, everything is amazing. I mean, come on. And I'm really lost. Oh. Another elevator. Is it working? No, it's not working. But I see a stairway. Could I use it? I cannot use a stairway. Or can I? Wasn't I supposed to be from here? Yeah, this is the door to the stairway. Alright, maybe I need to open it from another angle. This system leads to that place there. So let's go there. Every time I play these games I get so immersed. Sometimes I forget that I want to say things about the game. I completely forget. What was I talking about? Yeah, exactly. Oh, there is another level. I'd forgotten about that. So here is the main elevator. Alright. Nowhere else to go from here, I guess. I wonder where Sirius and Achenar are living here. Alright, let's change this water course. Oh, fireflies. Okay, this leads nowhere. So if we change this course, it also goes nowhere. Let's change this. Nice. Oh, this takes me to the other side. Nice. Another elevator. And of course I don't think it's working, because this works with water. So I don't think this is gonna move at all. this can take water from here. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. I think I know what to do here. If I remember, every world where the suns have been, you can find pages from their books. Oh, this also doesn't go anywhere. Yep, now this is working. Okay, let's go back. The long way around. And that's how we go to that elevator. Let's hope it works now. Oh, that's Myst. No, I don't want to go back yet. So this is my way home. Alright. But what about that lever over there? What if I press it again? Maybe it takes me to another one. Another lever. No. So what was that exactly? Nothing? Nothing at all? I mean, what is that? Okay, I should pay closer attention to where I'm going, to the upper levels, so I can understand where I'm supposed to go and find the pages. This is supposed to open the door, right? Why won't it open? Oh, maybe now I need to use that lever? Let's see if that did anything. Nope. So nothing works. Ah yes, forgot. You cannot use an elevator with the door open. Let me check something. Legacy navigation. Let's turn this on. I want to check something. Oh, it works. Yes. Alright, going to the right side now. What is that? Something opens here. Yep, it opens this door. Okay, this probably helps for another thing. Damn! Alright. Oh, I see. Now that I opened this, I can change the water course again. Let's try this. But what does this do? I wonder. Maybe this elevator? Yes. Going to the second level. Okay, there are two houses here. This looks like these look like houses for the boys. Sirius at Achenar. Okay, fancy. Okay, a sword, a dagger, and booze. Someone likes drinking and fighting by stabbing someone in the back. Oh, the red bait. Yep, Sirius indeed. Someone likes fine cheese and cookies, fine wine, and good living, apparently. What's this? Vault access in the island of Myst. In very plain view, Myst, access can be easily if the simple first locate switches on the island of these switches to the go to the dock, marker switch on off position. Well, okay then. I wonder where the other half is. So let's go to the other house. Okay. Okay, so that's probably Achenar talking in the language of the tree dwellers or something, most probably. This looks like a trap. Oh. This, come on. Yeah. So there's more. Okay, he sure lived a simpler lifestyle. Quite aggressively, I might add. A warrior type. These look not at all torturous.
I hope I pushed the right button, my dear brother. What a very interesting device you have here. I'm not erasing anything important, am I? Remember, he is preparing. Take only one page, my dear brother.
Preparing. That was Sirius. I think now that I have both pages, I can safely assume that I can leave. And go back to Myst. Myst Island. Oh yes. And see the next world. Oh, that's what shows at first in the book. Alright, let's see. Let's give Sirius his spades. Oh, you don't have to give it to them yet. Ooh. I'm curious though.
You've returned. Thank you for bringing the red page. You must continue to help me. My name is Sirius.
Yes, you said that.
Release me. I beg you to find remake. You must release me, for I release me from this book, which has become. Bring me the red page. I need more red pages, please. Beg. Don't waste time. Look. Don't. My brother. My brother is killed. And I wrongfully imprisoned. Bring the red page to me. You've returned. I thought you wouldn't return. Just to rescue me. I'm Achenar. Don't be my brother, I beg you. Be complete. Don't. Always blue pages. Listen to him. Listen to my brother. Egotistical fool and a liar. Help me. Bring me the blue pages. Ignore the red ones. Don't bring the red ones. must believe me. You will have my retribution. Please bring me the blue pages. Pages, please.
So, such a warrior. Alright, so that's done. Let's see the stone ship. The constellations. Let's see. I think that's for the ship. And that's where we need to go as well. Oh! October 11, 1984. Oh, it's 3. Oh, I need to write those down. Or I can use technology and take a photo. So, October 11, 1984, 10:04 a.m. January 17, 12:07, 5:46. November 23rd, 9,791, 6:57. It looks a lot like a time of now, time of the past, time of the future. Present, past, future. Yep, it's the ship, alright. Cool. Okay, October. Of 1984. doesn't go to 84. Ah, that's not, that's the time. Okay. Yeah. 10:04. Now it's the year. Oh, come on. 11. All right. And it's supposed to be October. All right. Ah, this, if I remember from the book, the journal, is the leaf, right? The leaf. So the leaf is first. Then it's January. '17. Of 1207. $5.46. AM. Ah, I don't remember which one this is. Is this the snake maybe? I don't remember. And then it's November. '23. Of 9791. $6:57 p.m. So 18, I guess. Oh, that's a spider. I remember that. Let me check again the journal. Yeah, that was a snake. I remembered correctly. A spider and the leaf. That's the heron, so no. That's the eye. That's the snake, so... I'll leave this on. The spider, I'll leave this on. The anchor, I don't need the anchor. The arrow. The leaf, yeah, I leave this on. It worked. Yep, the ship is up. I can go to the next stage. The age with the lighthouse, if I remember. Okay, the skies are not that good. The sun is too close. And I wouldn't say that the water is clear. Something happened. There's a cave. Oh, hello. This looks like Sirius' room. Very fancy. Oh, that's the flag of the enemy ship. He helped them? Coins. He looks a bit corrupt. Candles. Oh, a red page. Another dagger and vials. Medicine or poison? Doesn't say, doesn't look too good. fancy. Is that the word? Oh. Okay. Doesn't look like I can do much here. Ah, that's the half. That's the ship that broke in half. Yeah. Achenar's room? Yep, Achenar's room. Architecture's tools. Oh, a blue page. Maps. Maps. Oh! The marker. The vault is located in the island of Myst, as it said. Achieved very easily. Instructions are fall. Each of the marker. Turn everyone on the on position. And as a final step, turn. Alright. So everything should be on, except for that last one. Another map. Another map. And another map. So he was cartographing something. A flower. It turns to a skull. A lot of skeletons here. One could say that he has some skeletons in his closet. Haha, funny. Simpler bed. Nothing much. There is a door here. So Sirius and Achenar were also here. Made their houses on the rock. The rock where those other boys had their homes. Wait. Huh? $185, $135, $125. No, this is 120. 20, 35, 85. All right. Let's see. I need to check on those other levers. Okay, water levels down. The lighthouse. Nothing works here. But now that the water level's down, maybe in that other place. Not here. Maybe here? Yeah. No. Water is freezing here. And also here. Where was I? Yeah. I guess I need a knife or something like that. Or not? Alright then. This is weird. Okay. Just one bridge. Maybe there's something I haven't seen. Maybe I should take the knife. Just take the knife. Oh well. Okay. I see. I kind of forget where I got myself into. I think there was supposed to be a door somewhere. But no. Yeah, okay. Um, but I don't understand what. Okay, so that's the thing with Myst. You have things that you can possibly do, and in the end, you have no idea what that is. For example, this. What good is there to see? The degrees and the points on the island for now. I'm sure it will come up later, but for now, I cannot see how this could be useful. Sure, it's beautiful. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. No? No. Nothing missing. Okay. Now this is flooded. That is flooded. Nothing here. Let's work this out again. Alright. And I see there might be something on another rock. Nah, I think it's just my imagination. Still flooded. And this one is dried up. However, there is something, I'm sure there is something I can do. But where? Okay, knowing some video games, there could be something, anything around the edges of the wall. Knowing adventure games, but this is not just an adventure game. This is Myst we're talking about. Okay. What if I close this again? Oh, I can do nothing with this? Nothing at all. Alright. Maybe there's gonna be air trapped here? I don't know anymore. But there is this... What's wrong with this? Isn't this supposed to go up some way? I'm sure. Let's try this again. Alright, now it's up. So I had to trap the air. You have to close it again so the air is trapped. Alright, got it. And there's another key. Alright, now I can get to the lighthouse. Looks nice. Alright, I think this will not work forever, if I remember correctly. Have to be a little bit quicker. No, doesn't work. What's this? Nothing? Where can I get some light? Isn't the generator working with this? The generator is still working. Oh, no. I don't get it. I thought I got it, but I don't get it. Let's see again. Oh, the generator lights up this too? Alright, let's pause again. Come on. No? What did I open? Okay, this is odd. Come on. Oh, the generator stopped. Let's light it up again. I don't like those time thingies much, but makes the adventure a bit better. There you are. Alright, this has to open something. But what? Okay, I think now that the spyglass there is the answer. However, alright. If we take the sun at 175 degrees, the lighthouse is at 135 and the boat is between 120 and 185. 120, 185, 135. 120, 135, 185. Yeah, I don't see anything else of interest. But what should I get? What should I make the starting point? The lighthouse? Or the sun? And where is it? Or maybe I can just take one starting point and start counting. So that would be the starting point. If that is 0, okay, I need 120, 135, 185. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Okay, this would be 180, right? I mean, these are not 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, fuck. All right, let's see. So that would be 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's this one. It's this one over here. 12, 13, 14, 15. 17, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 320. It should be 360. Wait. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32. What if it's not by 10? The sun is at the center. This is up north. If this is the starting point. Okay, I know it's easier. I know it's way easier than what I'm making it out to be. I'm not very good with directions, and I'm not very good with maps, and I'm not very good with degrees. Even though I have my first set of geometry due to my profession. So yeah. There you go. Alright, from the starting point. Oh, wait. One here. One here. And no, this will not help me. But well, there are those, and one of them opened. So it's 1, 2. Maybe I should just do this. I mean, I see those two, so I should go with that flow, right? Like that one or that one. Which one is it? It's like yeah, that one. And then that one. Yeah, let's try this theory. Right there. Let's try this theory. No, that was wrong. Okay, so my theory was not correct. What about the rooms of the boys? Achenar and Sirius. That could work, right? The two directions. This is gonna take a while, unnecessarily. No. Once more. I don't even remember what I did at first. I did something and it worked, but I don't remember what it was. Let's start at the beginning. Oh, of course, it doesn't work. I have to look at the degrees again and see where's north. If that was north. I mean, point zero. Point zero. This is the point zero. Come on. This is point zero. The sun is setting, so that should be west. So that is south. There is north. Or not? No. This could be the east. The opposite way of the sun, right? Yeah. Yeah. Zero, the opposite way of the sun. Or east, what I said, yeah. East. And to the 90 degrees is south. There's the sun on 180. And there's west again. The west and the north. Here is the north and no. This is the west. And then it's the 270. 270 is north. Here. Here is again the east. Alright, so these are the sun. $120, I would guess. All right, I'm trying to understand now. Let's see if the door is open. I don't think so, but if it's open, I can study that. Yep, the door is open. Let's study. So the sun, the 4 basic routes. Okay, north, that is north, that, oh, yeah. South, west and east. And if east is 0, then we start from here. This is 0.0. But then this should be the 90. It means it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, they're 9. So this is divided by 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. So it's with 90 degrees. Alright. I'm stupid. So if this is 90, so if we want to go to 120, it's this is 90, okay, so it's 90, 120. So this is the first one. So basically, maybe this is 1, and then it's 30. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 130, 120, and 135. So it's 120, and the one next to it, and then it's the 180. 185. Either this or this. Let's try this. It's another theory. What's one more, right? What's one more? Alright, starts with the east. This is 90. So it's 1, 2. Of course not. Wait. Why? Isn't there a hint or something? There has to be a hint. Or because it's Myst, there is no hint. I remember at first I went from Achenar's passageway. And I press the button here. But that's the button I used for... Oh. No, it's the... Oh. Let's see. Oh, of course not. Did I push that one though? Let's try that again. One more time. One more time. Okay, let's try something else. What I tried first. Try this one first. Open this one. Edit this one. What if I now use This one. Ah, no! Damn it. I'm definitely gonna cut this. This is getting frustrating, just so you know. This is unnecessarily difficult. Well, difficult, not difficult. Misleading and frustrating. So the first one is this, no matter what. But after this, which one is this? This is... If this is 120... I mean, this is 90... 100... 110... No, wait. Eight. This is 0. $100, $110, $120. How about 130? 130. 130, I think, was the Lighthouse. So after that, it's 180. All right, let's check again. Damn it! Okay, I have a new idea. I open this and then I run for it to deflood the ship and go down there. It's the only other explanation I have. I mean, it's connected, right? One ship over here, one ship over there. There is light now. Finally! That was it? This is awful, you know. At least I got both pages. So I just had to press one button. One. I'm like 1 hour here. Let's see. Let's see what each of them has to say.
Have returned. Additional page. From my prison on this forgotten island of Myst. I see that you are. I am called Sirius. I need all the red pages. I must search. Bring me. You more the red page. And I am released. I promise. Warning, don't touch the blue pages. It's where my brother, wicked brother, Achenar. He is a man of distorted mind and senses. He disgusts me. Do not release Achenar. Thirst for destruction.
destruction is nigh. Never ending. Bring the red page. I beg you, please, release me from this prison. I promise you will be greatly rewarded. You must help me. I beg you to help me.
So far, I've brought 3 pages for each. No. Not for 2. 2 pages for each.
You're back. Blue pages you brought for me. Oh, I must have some more. I ask of you. No. Since my brother, Sirius, wrongfully imprisoned me within this book. Stupid scheme. Pretty speech has been. Read which is endless. Be perfectly obvious to you. Evil and his destroyed all but 4. Bring the red pages to him. You must let him trick you. Tricked our father. Hideously murdered our father. He'll trick you. He'll murder you. Don't touch the red pages. You to bring the blue pages. Listen to me. Listen. You must obey me. Blue pages are my only hope. You must help me. You must help me.
Both sound really, really, really off. Let's see the Selenitic Age. Okay, this is the piano. The piano puzzle. Oh, I don't remember my notes. Yeah, music was never my forte. I love music, but that's all it is. So what to do? What to do? All right. So 1 is over there. 1, 2 on the other side. 3. The minor over there. 4. You know what? Let's just take a nice picture. If I wasn't with technology, I would draw it. But now I have technology, so I will keep it as a picture. I believe that age is with this thing. How? Oh. Let's see. I didn't even go to the tower. I forget. I forget sometimes how things should be done. Alright. First, let's see the tower. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here. Maybe I should go to the mechanical age though, but you know what? It's fine. Taking them one book at a time. I never checked out the hint though. I'll check it later. $59 volts. Alright, 59 volts. I think the generator is here. $59. What do you know? Oh. Power and power to ship. Oh, that was the hint. I never saw the hint. I honestly did just... yeah. You know what? It's fine. Totally fine. Those cave systems are really something else. So went to Channelwood. And I went to the Stoneboat Age. Now I'm going to the Selenitic Age. No idea if this did anything. Well, I can hear the static, so it's working. And here is the piano. An organ, not even a piano. Okay, so here it is. Let's see. This is the first. Nothing? Oh. Oh, I see. Musical notes. I see. Alright, the third one is the minor one. That's a minor, I think. Let's see. I think that's the one. No. Alright, let's try this again. again. Hmm. Nah, I think I was close. Yes, finally.